We'll teach you this system to help you weigh someone's bio, their psycho and their social inputs, but also how to start addressing each of those individual components and the overlaps, and being able to weigh in how much you need to be looking at that. So sometimes there is not much going on biomechanically, tissue structurally at all, and there's a lot more psychosocial stuff going on. So how do you actually figure that out, and how do you start addressing appropriately?
Shit beaten out of him. The difference is now though, is all monkeys in the room had never been squirted by water. They're just beating the shit out of each other at the bottom of the staircase, and they didn't know why. That's what happened to them. And they did this process to 27 monkeys, and the pattern and the behaviour stayed exactly the same. So it didn't matter how many fresh monkeys they put through this room, none of them ever got squirted by water. They just got in the habit of beating the shit out of each other at the bottom of the staircase, because that's what happened to them. None of them stopped to question, why are we doing this? And the reason I love this story so much is this is exactly what's happening in the health and fitness industry and allied health and medical industry right now. Is we just do shit because that's how it's done. No one's stopping to go, why are we doing this?
But what we start to find is when we've got pain or an injury that's sort of quite painful and it's prolonged, is this representation of that body part in your brain actually starts to change. So it modifies itself and becomes less accurate. And so we can have loss of sensation or change in awareness around that area, or even a disembodiment of that area, which is a really interesting thing. So all right.
So I wanted to do a little activity, because I know when I was learning about the importance and influence of emotions and stress and all that type of stuff on pain, I was like, seems like such a long string to draw. Like I was, just so you're clear, like our business is called the Biomechanics, right? So it's like we were hard into mechanically what forces are doing what. Like we went through that phase, don't get me wrong. And so coming across to this, maybe emotions and stress and all that plays more of a role in pain was hard. I fought it with everything that I had and I lost. And so one of the things that got me across the line was this idea on how thoughts can actually influence physical symptoms, and it was like, it just seemed a bit too yoga-ish for me. But this was an activity someone did with me once, and I was like, holy shit, yeah, no, this is a thing. So I'd like to do that with you now, if that's okay. So what you need